Today's Sunshine Note is titled, Dirt, Barf, and Doo-doo. As a mother comforts her child, so will I comfort you. Isaiah 66:13. What used to make you cry as a child? Spider, Spanx, lima beans for dinner? Perhaps when you read the verse above, you have tender images pop into your mind of sitting on your mommy's lap after you had just scraped your knee, or after someone in first grade called you a poo-poo head. Certainly, you remember how, when you were a little kid and got hurt, there was nobody who could make it all better the way your mom could. I used to think of soft words, kind pat, and a gentle hand wiping tears away when I read today's verse, but not anymore. I have my own kids now, so when I read, as a mother comforts her child, so will I comfort you, I think of my 2-year-old screaming and slapping and spitting in my face. I think of pulling him out of that wet, muddy hole in the yard he always falls into. Then I think of my infant slashing at my neck with his razor-sharp fingernails as he wails like a wild beast about 3 a.m. Or I think of being thrown up on and wet on and middle-of-the-night fevers. That's what real mom comforting is. The scene is not so dreamy anymore, but it makes me like the word picture of God a whole lot better. It's one thing to think of God sweetly cradling a crying child on his knee, or gently wiping away a dripping tear from a downcast eye. But that's not always how our sadness goes, is it? Sometimes we are kicking and screaming and spitting. Sometimes we're slashing at anything within arm's reach. Sometimes we are so mad we could throw up on God if we could. It's during those times that it's neat to think of Him still comforting us, still hanging in there with us, holding us in His arms even as we fight Him. He doesn't just want to comfort us when we're softly crying. He is ready to comfort us when we're screaming at the top of our lungs too, when we are mean or messy or both. I like that. I respect a God who's bigger than my tantrums. Today, remember that God is not afraid to get down in the dirt of your life with you. If He has to wade through some of your ugliest, dirtiest moments in order to comfort you, He will. We know just how messy of a situation He will go through in order to comfort us because we saw Him hanging on that cross. If He did that back then, don't doubt His devotion now. May God bless you today.